Yo, can you hear me? Look, tap in. I know I'm on the other side of the screen, but this is important. Remember a couple videos when I said I want to see I want to see an episode of the Unmatched Women? Remember when I said that? I said I want to see an episode of the Unmatched Women in the future. And I said I bet you they still be single. Lo and behold, the unmatches of episode 30, which was not that long ago. Because they only on episode 33, 4? This is episode 30. Oh man, I'm not holding back. Let's go.
My voice is, I'm a bit the weather under the
Congested.
weather
This
right now.
weather in London.
So yeah, but yeah, the show must go on. So today we actually have some of the unmatched.
Don't do no close up of them bitches. Don't do no close up. Don't do no. Listen. Oh my God. I don't care if you think that I'm ugly. I personally don't care because I'm not a jerk. I try to be nice even though I don't like people. I make it my business to just be respectful. These three down here on that show was so disrespect. They were just mean and really I remember them. And so now I'm sitting here thinking, the audacity. But let me stop.
Girls from
Yes.
episode 35.
Yeah, episode
Sorry,
35. Hey, ladies,
35.
welcome.
Hey.
So we got Tiana, Jordan, and Finesse. How you guys feeling today?
Good. Yeah, I feel good.
Good, good. It's good to have you guys back. As you've seen, or if you haven't yet, the comments have been going crazy on your episode. Have you guys seen any of it? How do you feel about it?
Um, we've seen quite a bit, like quite a few of the reels, the TikToks that were made. I haven't looked at any of the YouTube comments, but I have had people commenting on my Instagram photos, DMing me, things like that.
DMing you what exactly? Are they DMing you? That's not what I listen. It better not be what you.
So,
Okay, good comments.
some of the people that DM me were they had nice things to say, but like some of the people that comment on my photos, they're like there's a lot of negative comments going around. But I just try my best to just ignore it. Like I've been blocking people, like everyone who comes and comments under my pictures or DM me, I just block them right away. I'm like I don't have time to go back and
Okay.
forth on the internet.
Okay, and Jordan, what about for yourself?
I seen
That's right. The two nurses with the two baby fathers. You gotta stop it. Niggas asleep with anything.
them. I really don't care about them because they don't know me. Like you know me from like an hour show. That's all. Like you don't know me in real life, so
We know enough.
they don't matter to
exactly.
me.
Yeah.
Right. Finesse, what about for you?
Honestly, they had me mad in the comments. And it's so funny because they were talking so badly about us in the comments, but like,
Oh, that's Shorty who my son, he does his own thing. He has his own business and he's so smart. So he's going to be too smart for you. That's why I'm still single, sitting home with him.
in Instagram DMs, TikTok DMs, they're all nice. Oh, I loved you on the show, but nobody said that in the comments. It was pretty much just a roast session for us.
Roast him.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So how was your experience on the show? Like when you came on the show, the studio, um, meeting with some of the girls. How did you find the whole experience?
Um, our experience, well, I would say for myself, I had a very great experience. It was a good experience. We met some really dope people. We connected with them. I had fun. Like, I don't regret it at all.
Nice.
Yeah, I definitely had a
Vanessa Jordan, whoever.
Oh, my bad. I definitely had a great time. It was a fun experience for me. Something I would do again. Like it was fun. I enjoyed myself.
Okay, good. Vanessa.
Pretty much the same as the other girls. I definitely enjoy doing something out of my comfort zone and meeting the girls and the guys. The guys were actually great once we got to actually talk to them. It was pretty much like the show was an icebreaker for us to be comfortable with each other. And that was, I felt like that was really cool to be a part of, to be a part of the show and be a part of something like that.
Was you girls was you girls looking for love?
Yeah.
I was open. I was open to it, open to the idea of it. Like if I matched with somebody on the show, I definitely would have took the time to get to know them more and possibly, build that up into a relationship. So yeah, yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I haven't been single for years. Like, I was in a long-term relationship, so I'm like kind of like just getting back out in the world. So yeah, I was open to it. Like before, like I got on the show, I wasn't actively like searching for someone, but I was just like, why not? I'm single, I'm out on the market. Like, why not like try to meet new people? And if it happens, it happens. So yeah, I was open to it for sure.
All right. So, Finesse, one of the things that you said on the show, I actually want to ask you a question, right? Do you think that by saying that you're an intellect makes you smart?
No. I mean, no. By me saying I'm an intellect, it was a very poor choice of word, and then I
Yep.
kept repeating it. I don't know, maybe it was just because I was nervous, but I meant more like I enjoy mental stimulation. It wasn't necessarily like, oh, I'm so much smarter than everybody else. It really wasn't that. I was just trying to like let people know that I like mental stimulation, and that's probably what I should have said instead of keeping on saying that I'm an intellect.
And did you realize at the time that you said it so many times, or
No,
you're after you watched it back, you're like, oh my god?
I actually didn't even watch it back. I just pretty much looked at the comments to see, and yeah, that I definitely could have not said that so many times.
Okay.
Yeah, because the way you was using it, it seems like you're using it to tell people that you're a very smart person and that some people wasn't on the same level as you in terms of brains. And obviously that can come off as like, do you think that you're better than some of these men? Do you feel like using that word, it might have made you miss a match?
Um, yeah, for sure. I remember specifically when someone asked what was your love language, and then I think I just kept saying it from there. But yeah, it was definitely a poor choice of words because I that's not specifically what I meant. And a lot of people were like, "Oh, she doesn't even know how to use the word because I said I'm an intellect." But I mean, honestly, I was just nervous, so it just kept coming out. I kept thinking about it. Like after I said it the first time, I kept thinking about it over and over again, so it was stuck in my head. So it kept coming out of my mouth.
Okay.
I
And then you
I
said you said you haven't had
definitely.
a chance. Oh yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say I definitely didn't think I was smarter than any of those guys, and like I said, after talking to them outside of the show, they're actually a really great, really great group of guys, and I didn't think that.
Shut up. Shut up. Listen to me. If you watch that episode, or if you watch my reaction to the episode, these three women right here were talking down on them dudes badly, badly. But now talking to them outside the show, without the camera, without the clouts, they're really nice guys. Shut up.
Me or my son was smarter than them. I really just meant that. I I also said knowledge soaker, which a lot of people had a problem with too. But I just meant that I like mental stimulation. That it was
Okay.
definitely the wrong word.
Got it. And then you said you haven't had a chance to watch it back yet. Is there a reason?
I was there. I know what we said, so I didn't feel like I needed to watch it back.
Okay. Now, Jordan and Tiana, have you guys had a chance to watch it? Maybe you'll catch something you didn't know at the time, or whatever it is. A lot of people like to go back and watch themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, we watched it back together. And there were some parts where, like, because I was trying to, like, remember back, because I know we would discuss it like after we did the show, like why did that guy pop or why did I pop on that guy? So when we watched it back, it's like, oh, that's why. And like, I don't know, I guess it was a lot of pressure, so we were kind of nervous. So like some things, like it was just a reminder just watching it back, and like we were like, oh, why did we say that? Like just like, yeah.
I must say, Tiana, did you know some of the things that you were saying?
Honestly,
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad he's there to put I'm glad he's there to put his foot in their necks. Cause they was talking spicy. And when listening to it, I was like, yo, what like thank you.
honestly, like I was telling a lot of people that too. Like there was a point where one of the questions like caught me off guard, and I was just talking in circles. Like I didn't know where I was going with it, but it was just so much like pressure, and I was nervous, and I had to say something instead of just sitting there looking like stupid. So I just started talking and didn't really know where I was going with it. Like yeah, I
Yeah.
do remember one
Definitely
of those
nervous.
questions.
Definitely
Yeah,
nervous, right?
I think
just
nerves
talking in
nerves played a
circles.
big role in it, huh?
Yeah, and I'm honestly a very like I'm a very introverted person. Like I'm not very outgoing. I'm very shy. So that was like something very out of my comfort zone. So it took a lot for me to do that. Very
Okay.
nerve-wracking.
When we're speaking to you like this, I feel like this is the real you guys, right? This is the real you. But
Yeah.
this always happens when some people come on the show, especially when they're lining up, they act completely different. And it seems like their personality is portrayed as mean because it seems like you're rejecting most of the guys for superficial reasons or for reasons that doesn't really make sense, right? So do you feel like this is the real you right now? Do you feel like the way you acted on the show was completely different and that's not how you carry yourselves?
Let's hear from Jordan first.
Okay, so with me, I was definitely, my nerves were getting to me. Yeah, I'm really a nice person in real life though. Like I'm like a ball of energy. People love me. I don't think I was mean on the show, but I was popping for superficial reasons. But for
Okay.
me, yeah, I look at like I have to be all the way attracted to my man. Like, and if it's something I'm just not I can't like bypass it, then I gotta pop. And I don't know. That's just me.
Okay, so all the guys that came out, they were definitely none of them were your type.
Nah, it was two potentials. It was two potentials.
Okay. Can we know who they were?
Dante
Who were the
and
two? Uh-huh.
Dante and what is it, Quan? Was like I'm looking like, oh okay, like yeah.
Okay. And then
But
why
she
did you end
popped.
up popping on those two?
Right.
Well, I popped on Dante because of his deal breaker, and Quan,
Oh, right,
I
right.
popped on Quan. He didn't like loud. I feel like I'm a loud person. I am loud. I have my moments when I'm quiet, but for the
Okay.
most part, I'm loud, and I
Mm.
don't want to get on your nerves. You know,
Mm.
I don't want you
Okay.
to be
So,
tired of me.
okay, I see.
Yeah.
So you actually ended up popping on them because of what their deal breakers were, not because of anything on your end for
No,
them.
yeah, nah. I would
Okay.
have matched if
Makes sense.
that wasn't a deal breaker and like the conversation. We talked more, asked more questions and stuff. I would have matched with one of them.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. All right. Also, I want to ask you girls, right? After the show, how was your communication like with the guys?
It was great. We all clicked pretty well. Like it was very easygoing. Like we had a good time together. They were amazing people to like kick it with. I feel like if a lot of them lived out of state.
Sorry to cut you. When you say good time, what do you mean by good time? You kicked it. What does that mean?
You guys all hung
Um,
out after,
yeah, so we went out to eat and then we went out to the club after. And we had a great time together.
Okay. 1 second. Sorry. So on the show,
Mm-hmm.
you
Mm-hmm.
rejected most of the guys,
Mm-hmm.
but after the show, you decide to all go out together.
Exactly. Wasting time. Wasting time. I'm gonna reject you now, but oh, you could buy me something to eat or you could buy me some drinks. Get the out of here.
And party and
I think
have fun with the guys that you didn't want to match with.
Exactly.
I think it was the feeling of being on this show was like, okay, I'm here for a specific reason. I'm looking for love. And when you're looking for love, you want to be specific because you're looking to spend the rest of your life with this person. So if there was just something off the rip,
Yo, what are you talking about? Why aren't you spending the rest of your life with your baby father? And the other two sitting next to each other, they got two chances because they got two babies by two different baby daddies. So why you not spending the rest of your life with them? Huh? Get out of here. Playing playing games. Setting leaps and bounds for these other men that you didn't set leaps and bounds for with your baby daddy.
that we didn't like that's usually what we do in real life. Like some guy comes into your DMs, you look at his pictures, he could be a very great guy behind that screen, but at first glance it's like, oh, okay, no, I wouldn't give him the time of day. So it was kind of like that thing. But once the pressure of being on the show um and having those specifics went away, like we all became ourselves. We were all able to talk and joke and laugh about what we said on the show and what we should have said and how we felt. So yeah, everybody ended up clicking after the show, and it was very natural. It wasn't like nobody was forced or nobody felt awkward after the show hanging out with each other.
Yeah.
This is my thing, right? We have a lot. This keeps happening a lot, actually. We have people that come on the show and they act one way. After the show, they all wanna, some people decide to hang out with each other and party and all of that. It just goes to show us, like, are you coming here to really to find love? Are you coming to look for your person, or are you coming for entertainment? And then once it's over, oh, we're the cast of this episode. Let's party.
Yep.
Because
Yep.
this seems to me like
Thank you.
show's over, guys. Let's go. It's party time. When at the show, you didn't match. Like, for instance, if you're looking for love, you're not really going to want to spend time with the people that you rejected. And this is not just to you girls as well, even the guys. If you're a guy and you're serious and you're looking for love, you're not going to want to spend time with the people that rejected you.
Facts.
Because, you want to spend time with the person that wants you.
Facts.
What is the purpose of, of some of you people coming on the show? Are you coming there to go and have entertainment on the show and then leave and party afterwards? Or are you coming there to seriously try to find somebody that you can then build something with?
Stop sitting here
Or
playing
is it
games.
a mix of both? Because at this stage, it's something that I'm going to put my foot down on. Is, we're going on 5 seasons now.
Oh, you mean after this one's over? Okay.
We're going 5 seasons now. And this is not the first time this has happened. It's come to a stage where I'm like, okay, enough is enough. You don't come on the show.
As a matter of fact, moving forward, after you get popped on, there's no more matches. You gotta go. So if the contestant comes on there and they standing there and they don't get no matches, right? So all the women and all the guys pop on them. They don't get no matches. All right, thank you, bye. You're not hanging out in the back. You're not sipping champagne. You're not exchanging Instagrams. Okay, thank you. You can leave the studio. Have a thank you. I'm sorry you didn't get picked today. Like, you're not gonna sit around and spectate. I'm telling you. I know they watched my video because I said I wanted to follow up with a woman. And I'm just saying, I'm not gonna take all the credit, but I said I wanted to follow up with a woman who didn't get matched on. He did it with them. If he does it again, they probably listen to what I'm saying. After you don't match, you skedaddle. Go home. Vamos. You're not going to hang around and linger around the studio like a stray and then think y'all going to party after.
To get rejected by a bunch of girls and then you go and party with the same girls that rejected you. So that's, I'm not saying it's just you girls. I'm saying both parties, right?
Facts. Because if you reject me, I'm not trying to follow you, trying to hang out, none of that. Hell no.
There's a guy that came on the show previously. He did not match. One girl asked him to go out to go out as a group, and he said no. I don't want to go out because unless you want to go out with me, just me and you get to know each other, then I'm down to do that. She said no. I'm a girlish girl. I want to go out as a group. So what does that say? Did she come there to find friends? This is not pop the balloon and find friends.
Thank you.
This is not, It's not a place for you to come and, oh yeah, let's go out and let's see what friends we can find, and then we all make a group chat. And I guarantee you probably made a group chat as well. Did you make a group chat?
You know they did. Look at their faces.
So you all made what group?
No,
You
we
made a
did.
group.
Yo, see, yo, this is what I'm talking about. That's the difference between a man sitting here breaking down a scenario and a woman. And I'm not saying that Arlette seems very easygoing. It seems like her husband is like, listen, stop coming on here wasting my time. Yes, we getting the views, but he genuinely wants people to find who they want. So him, like, just cut all of this out, and I like that, and I like his look.
Group chat was.
We didn't mean for
Let,
it to happen like
Yeah,
that.
I don't think
Yeah.
that was our
We
goal.
it,
Like,
no,
it
it
wasn't
wasn't.
I
planned for
understand. I
us to
understand.
go out.
Right. I understand. But at the beginning, I told everybody, I said, don't be creating no group chats because it gets messy. And I also said, take this seriously. Try to match if there's someone that you like. I feel like, especially like Jordan, you could have matched with the first guy that came out.
Oh, for sure. But he had a his deal breaker though. Yeah.
No,
That wasn't on me.
I understand that. Right, no, I'm not just saying. I'm not just saying that's on you. I'm saying even if I was to have a conversation with him as well, I will also tell him, you know, that's what's up. Because if I ask you right now, Jordan, when you lot all went out, yeah, who was you hanging out with most from the guys?
I was hanging out with Tante.
Okay, there you go.
But it's
See,
okay. So
So
like when we took our break. He was like, he came up to me like, yeah, he was like, I should have matched with you. He was like, that wasn't like a real deal breaker for me. You
So
know,
why did he say it?
exactly.
because it was his nerve.
He,
It
he
was the
said
nerve.
he should have
It
said
was the
something
nerve.
else. He said he should have said like something like
Once he knew
having
like the
3 or more.
situation about when he knew the situation behind it, he was like, okay, that's not bad, you know. But yeah,
Yeah, he said he should have said something else, and he wished he said something else because
And that's the thing. They be asking people, do they want their balloons back? And that's what I think they should start doing because now I see his frustration. The husband is like, bro, yeah, now it is content, but
he said like really like 3 or more children, like not 2 is like a deal breaker.
2 is my deal breaker, shorty.
that's what I'm
Oneness.
saying. You know, the internet will say it's just the girls, it's just the girls, but
It's
you know,
everybody.
it's everybody. You know, and we all need to start taking things seriously. You know,
Or also knowing what exactly we want to say.
exactly.
Like, for example, when I ask the same questions every single time. Name, age, what do you do? What do you do for fun? What are your deal breakers? I feel like when someone knows they're coming on this show, they should already know that kind of stuff. Like, what am I gonna say? So for him to now go back and be like, oh, I didn't want to say that. You had all this time to think about what your
Yep.
deal breakers were, and then when you find someone you like, aka Jordan, now he wants to change it up. I don't know.
And some of the public think that they'll say stuff to us, me and Arlette, on how the show is run. And I'm saying, if you think it was up to us, we are the same as you. We want the same results as the public.
Yeah, I think that it was for me. I chose to go out. That's not usually something. This whole experience was out of my comfort zone. So it's for me to be on the show and then be looking for somebody to spend the rest of my life with, and it didn't happen. It's kind of upsetting. So instead of walking away like it sounds kind of sad to walk away and just go home and be like, oh, the guys that I did want rejected.
Hey, that's exactly what's supposed to happen. What happens in real life? In real life, if you're walking around and you run into somebody, hey, want to hang out? Oh, you look nice. You look nice too. Oh, let's exchange numbers. You meet up, and guess what? You probably meet, and then you say, you know what? I'm sorry, I liked you, but I didn't like you. Whatever the case may be, there isn't a group to hang out with. That don't happen in real life. You're on your own. That's another thing. I don't like, and I noticed that these 2 fools down here was kiki and laughing. I said that in my reaction video. They was joking so much. It's like, how serious are you taking it? Now this one over here talking about some. Well, I don't want to just leave and not have anything. Well, guess what? In life, that's what happens. What do you think the dudes got who jumped in your DM and you didn't want them? Nothing. They're at home chilling. You don't get to decide. Well, no.
Me and I rejected everyone else, and then I just went home. It made me feel a lot better that, hey, even though these guys weren't my love interest, they are great people after all. Just because I don't want to date them doesn't mean that I
Hey, yo, let me explain something to you right now, men. I'm gonna explain this to you point blank. Period. You get called in for a job interview, and they say, "I'm sorry, you don't quite fit the qualifications that we're looking for. Thank you. Have a good day." You don't get to hang around the break room or the parking lot of the job that just said that you're not qualified. That's called loitering. You don't get the job. You go home. You look at your resume. You get yourself together. You jump back out there. You're not going to hang out with the HR person who just didn't hire you. And don't say it's different. This is the same thing. These men didn't fit their qualifications for a potential love interest. So what are we hanging out for? Oh, you want to put me in a friend zone? No, I don't do friend zones. I have no problem deleting and blocking. I'm not what you want. Cool. I'm not about to sit back and forth and text you. I don't need a pen pal.
I can't I can't end my night off on a good note because I didn't come and find my forever partner. That didn't mean that I just had to go home and be sad or go home and be like, oh well, that was a bust.
Nah, shorty, you got a kid. Go home and watch your kids. And the other two, y'all got two each. Go home and start. I don't know. Listen, that's womenese, right? Right? You hear that all the time. You're mansplaining things. You goddamn right. What she's talking is like Spanish to me. I don't understand it. Okay? Womenese.
Because in the end, all going out and being able to have that good interaction with each other afterwards made it like, okay, I don't feel so bad. And after we did talk to each other about why we rejected each other, it was more of like, it was comforting because it was like, dang, you said this about me, and it's like, oh, I said this because of this. Like, we got more context outside of the show. It was more like an icebreaker because we were so nervous in the moment. Everybody was.
Yeah.
No, like, we probably should have rehearsed what we were gonna say beforehand, but it was like nobody really did that. So we were all just thinking on our toes. We're all judging each other. Like, I mean, that's kind of the basis of the show, is to judge and be judged, just like how the viewers are judging us in the comments. So I feel like us going out and still having a good time, that says a lot about the kind of people that we are. Like, nobody left down, nobody left sad, nobody left feeling rejected, because we all
I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care about how it made you feel. Rejection is a part of life. It's build character, doesn't it? It builds character. So go build yours.
made friendships afterwards. It wasn't planned. Like, somebody brought it up, and we were all like, okay, well, might as well go instead of just having a bad night.
Yeah, but my point that I'm saying is, the people that watch the show, all they see is that some of them will think that you was being mean to the guys. So they don't know that you lot went out and you lot was good with each other. Like, you lot was cool, you was hanging out. So obviously when they see this now, they will get that, okay, you lot are guys, you nice people. That's what I'm saying. When people come on the show, they need to realize that the way you portray yourself is how everybody will see you as they see you on the screen. So I do want to ask you, ladies, is there any connections happening? Like, since you guys all went out and you had a good time, would you say that there's some connections that's happening off screen?
Not for
No,
me.
I can say
Vanessa
I'm
say no.
definitely, I was
And look at her. She was so confident, shaking her head. Listen to me. She's the type of woman that just wastes your fucking time, bro. There's a lot of those out there. On the dating apps, ain't really looking to date. They just want to get the likes and get the validity. Whatever the word is, I don't care. That's what she is. How she was portrayed on the show is exactly how she is in real life. She showed you who she was. Believe her. So going to hang out with her after the show, after she done rejected your ass, is a waste of time. I keep saying I'm gonna write a book, and I'll be joking, but I'm really about to write a book because this is out of hand.
Definitely, I was definitely being more picky because these are potential love interests. But once they stopped being potential love interests, it was easy to be friends.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Tiana?
No, not for me.
Not for you. Okay.
Jordan, why are you laughing?
Yeah, me and Dante, we text, we get on FaceTime. So we're
Okay.
communicating.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, I mean that's good. We would love for that to have been seen on
Blossom.
the on the
Tried to
show.
say run it back.
That's why I think people that come on the show just need to be more prepared because
Yeah. That's definitely
people
what it
can just
is.
take any little thing you say and then make it into something else if you're not
Yeah.
explaining it properly.
We
But
did
yeah, but I
want
think
to. Oh,
go ahead.
sorry. I was gonna say we
No,
did
go ahead,
want to
Tiana.
run it back because he was willing to run it back. Like,
Oh, like he wanted to come back
yeah, he
to
wanted to
get
get
with
his balloon back.
Jordan?
Yeah.
Well, oh
No,
Dante.
when we tried to get him back up on the stage, he didn't want to go. He said his turn was over.
I don't know.
He said that. He said that he was gonna get his balloon back. So I don't know.
I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
See, that could be a thing. At the end, at the end, I think and again, it's an idea. At the end, after everyone has been gone through, and they said, okay, this is it. This is the last person. They should bring everybody out and be like, hey, one last time, do you want to get your balloon back and potentially try to work something out before you leave? I think that'd be a good idea, but I'm just saying it's not my show.
Now that they're chatting it up, FaceTiming, who knows? It still is, pop the balloon match if something happens. It just didn't happen on screen.
Yeah, I'm gonna call him and let's see what he's saying. Then, yeah, we'll keep tabs on that. We'll see how that's going. But obviously, so after being on the show, yeah, if you was to come back on the show again, how would you act? Would you act different?
Would you do anything differently?
Yeah.
I would definitely prepare what I'm gonna say first.
Yeah.
And I actually think that would have helped me be less nervous as well and stop repeating myself.
What about you, ladies?
Yeah, I would definitely like do some type of rehearsal. Like we thought we were prepared, but like the nervousness, like and the pressure, it kind of like took over. So, but I don't feel like I was being like mean. Like a lot of people were like, oh, like I was like I seem very sweet and genuine. I was trying not to be mean. That's why like for a lot of people, I tried to hold on to like the balloon or like not like say things that seemed like mean. Like I wasn't trying to be mean. So I'm really a nice person. Like I'm not.
Yeah, I think a comment that came up a lot for you, Tiana, for one of the guys, I can't really remember which one it was. You at first said, "Oh yeah, we align, our goals align," and then you ended up popping, and I was like, "Why'd you end up popping?" You said, "Oh, we just don't align," and I was like, "Wait, what do you mean? You just said like 2 seconds ago."
Yeah, I seen somebody made like.
At the end of the day, these three are still single. The one in the middle with the peach shirt, tank top, whatever, she's entertaining one of the people who she did pop on behind the scenes, right? So let's see. Let's see what happens. I don't know if I'm gonna sit here. See,
Try to work on that one and make it work so that you don't keep having multiple more
No,
and more
yeah.
and more,
If I
right?
have
So
another
that's
kid,
why when they were
okay.
saying that, yeah, so that's why when they were saying, a lot of people are saying, take it seriously because they're thinking if you're rejecting good men that might be potentially the next baby, that you want that to be the last one. Do you kind of get their point?
Yeah, no, definitely. me personally, I don't plan on having any more kids. Like I was saying, like if I was to have more kids, I would have to be married, and it would just be because
Oh God, I'm about to end it here. So now, after you already had two babies with two different men, you're telling the next man you have to marry me to have a baby? Oh Lord Jesus. You know what? You know what? If she finds a sucker to take that deal, it is what it is. We can't knock the hustle, right? That's insane.
like we want a kid together because we're married. Like I don't plan on having any more kids outside of marriage at all.
And I think
Yeah.
Jordan, you were planning to say something.
Yeah, something along those lines. The same thing, basically. Like if I got married and my husband wanted a child, I would give him one. But I'm not aiming to have more kids. Like I'm fine.
So this man's about to marry you. You got two kids already. And so how does that work? And let me hear what this last one got to say. She's already an idiot.
Fine with my two.
Yeah, like with both of our situations, they say like, oh, like we were just sleeping around, but there's people who sleep around, like actually sleep around and just don't have kids or they have abortions or things like that. We were in relationships with our child's fathers, like long-term relationships, and it just didn't work out. And I'm not gonna stick around with someone who's not treating me right. So I
Well,
left.
let me ask the comments. Do you want to see the girls back again on the show? Comment down below.
Hell no. Keep them hoes
Let
where they
me let
at.
me hear what they
They be
say.
like,
Nah. Stay where they at.
Hell no. Don't bring
Now
them
that you've
back.
seen it
But I mean,
like
they
Nah.
got to see a different side of you guys
the
The
on
same
this
side.
podcast, so
right.
maybe they'll have a change of
Hey, yo, look. The only thing is they don't got on their makeup and they need it.
heart. You guys got to speak a little more. I know on the show it's very timed. You only
Hey, I don't know if they are watching. Arlette, bring Uche on here. Lord, Uche. Whoo. Dark skin. That's the one with the raspy voice. Oh, but she was a gem. I slid right up in them DMs, boy. Oh my God. I gotta check to see if she answered me. Bring Uche on here and see if Uche got a match. Jeez.
get like a certain amount of time to say your piece, say what you think, all that. So this is a good opportunity to get to know you guys a little.
I don't care. Get somebody else up here. What do y'all think? Was I too harsh on them? Because they was harsh on the people on the show. At the end of the day, I think I'm right. It is what it is. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.